What's up, NBA squad? It's your girl Tiara on the Madam Boss Lady channel, and I am doing an update video. Been gone a couple of weeks. Yeah, technical difficulties, issues. Y'all know what it is. But I got an update. So to start off, I need to explain that I have been going through it. I've been going through it. Like, I don't know, you can name whatever you want to name. I've been going through it. Life has kicked me so far in the keister. I've been going through it, y'all. But your girl's a fighter and I'm coming out on top one way or another, believe it. So as I explained before, I mean, things were leading up to bad way back in October. You know, it was getting kind of bad, but it is what it is. I go on vacation. My mother passed away. We had the funeral, and a snowball of effects have happened since then. And honestly, I just can't see the light of day. Like, I can now, but at the time, girl, it was a problem. It was a big problem. Though I'm in good spirits now, today, this minute, I'm not gonna lie. This was a struggle. The whole entire 3, 4, 5 months, 6 months. I mean, I'm just now being able to resurface and be on top of my situation. And I know I have never seen helpless like I've seen it here recently. I think this is the biggest trial in my life. Even with a smile on my face, this is honestly, you know, because I'm on the other side of it, like I think I am. And I've been able to sort it out in my head, a lot of the things that are going on and understanding what's going on and trying to move past it. Because that's just life. Everybody's got to go through it. I probably ain't went through no more than what y'all go through. But I think the difference is that it all hit at once. Girl, just trying to pick up the pieces, it's a struggle. Like, you have to have some form of support, some type of mental strength to get past a lot of this. And even though I'm not necessarily mentioning exactly what went on or how it's going or whatever, just know that this is one of the most trying times of my life. So in the past, I've done videos on relationships and how I'm relating with people. I think that's one of my biggest issues, because a lot of the things that go on in my life is me not understanding people and how they perceive me and how I give off energy to them. A lot of people will be like, who cares? You know, I understand that, but I happen to care a little bit. You know, it makes a difference in my life. I don't want to send off no signals that's having somebody feel some kind of way. I definitely don't want you to send them signals to me. So I'm trying to understand basically sociology and how to relate and socialize with people in a manner that is favorable to everybody. And in this case, yeah, I've been on the wrong side of that for a minute because clearly, you know, even though I have my circle of people around me who I thought were my circle of people, turns out they're not. And I'm saying that kind of loosely. There are people around me who I feel like care about me, who I feel like love me, XYZ, but it's really how I want to be related with them, if that makes any sense. But as I was saying, I had to switch it up a little bit. But anyway, I was basically saying that, yeah, the way that people relate to you and how you relate to people, sometimes people have a good life that way, sometimes they don't. But for me, it wasn't working. Whether I thought it was working or whatnot, I realize now, through no fault of anybody, I guess, it just came out in the wash that, you know, I'm not where I thought I was. I'm not where I should be. And at this point, I just had to rethink it, revamp, and really just try to get back on track. And that's basically what I'm getting at. Like, I had to figure out where I belong and how I need to move forward to have a happy life, if that makes any sense. I understand that everything comes to a head at some point. You know, things are going to go bad at some point for everybody. And if you don't believe that, you know, some people, oh, you're speaking bad stuff into existence. Who is born and everything is great and it stays great until you die? Never happened. Never happened. I'm realistic, and people don't give me that. They don't, they say I talk negative or whatever. I'm talking realistically. I can't expect a good life to happen for me forever. Something's going to wrinkle or buckle or crack or break, and you're going to have to figure things out separately. You're going to have to, that's what life is, making different choices for different circumstances. At least that's my opinion. And I understood that perfectly fine before all this came down. I honestly feel like a lot of the things that I'm going through are things that all came together at once. I don't think that I'm in any worse shape than the next person. It's, you don't have the liberty of figuring it out one at a time. I'm figuring it out all at once. That's what the breakdown is. And if you are somebody who had to go through that, it's just bad. It's bad. I can appreciate the fact that when you go through something, a lot of times you lose your job or, whatever the situation might be. That's one thing at a time. Hardly ever does it just windfall and everything goes wrong at once. And that's what it did for me. So things got really dark for me some months back. Staying afloat was it was just a chore. I definitely understand a lot of the issues that people have that they can't work through. And, I'm really not happy to know that people can't work through them. I really have faith that I would work through my issues, and thank God I did. But it took a lot of meditating. It took a lot of praying, and it took a lot of fasting to get to where I'm at right now. And I'm at the point now where I feel like I'm getting ahead of it. Too many times, especially in these recent months, there were people who were saying, oh yeah, you're doing this, that, and the other. I can see where your growth is and this, that, and the other. That was the fake it till you make it moment for me. Like, I was on the brink of losing it all. Like, I was really struggling. The society that I live in and the people who are around me now, that's not even something that you mention. Like, to have me say to somebody that I'm struggling and I'm really having a hard time, people literally do not believe me. The first thing I heard, well, I said it to a few people, and the first thing I heard was, oh no, you got this, you're strong. Which is the huge slap in the face that I didn't mean. I'm confused on what being strong has to do with me struggling in life. What I didn't get it. I still don't get it. If I've been strong all my life that you knew of, don't you think at some point that I might have a vulnerable moment and be weak? Like, does that make any sense to anybody other than me? You can't expect me to stay strong forever from the beginning of time to the end of time. It just didn't make sense to me. And I understand that most people just don't think like that. So if I'm being vulnerable and saying that I'm going through something, you would expect this somebody, oh, well, how can I help? Or, what are you going through or whatever? No, people, they were adamant at the fact that I wasn't really going through nothing because I'm so strong. And this set me deeper into my depression and my issues, because how do you start to explain to somebody, how difficult it is if I'm used to sorting out figuring out my own way. So long and the short of it is that I was having a bad time. I was really not having a great time. I was struggling, and I'm just now learning how to get past that. And it's nobody's fault. It's nobody's problem. I'm simply venting, airing out, and basically hopefully can help somebody else to see that just because stuff is piled up on you, just because things are bad right now, doesn't mean they're going to stay bad forever. Stick it out and try to be better in your own right, in your own way, and it'll all come out, better in the end. I mean, that's basically what this is about. I've been going through some stuff. I felt like I want to air this out. I want to, get it off my chest and just move forward. And if I can help somebody in the process, that's wonderful. This is my life. This is my story. And sometimes when we share our stories with each other or whatnot, you tend to have a little hope. Like, I don't know. It's just dark for me, and now it's not as dark, and hopefully it's just bright, and I can get back to living that great life I thought I had in the first place. But all in all, I hope I help somebody. And if you find this video to be asset, or if this is something that could have helped you, or on this same topic in the future, you think this is something that can help you. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Y'all know the drill. I need and appreciate the support. I'd really appreciate if you share this video or many of my videos with your friends and family. And you can see me in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.